We're good to go, Jason. We're gonna start in the front here with Chris Nee.
Devin just praised you for kind of walking through the door for football and being prepared. How hard was that to do with transitioning from hoops to immediately getting into football?
It was good. I was lucky enough to get a spring break. That kind of helped me get back in the rhythm of football. I got back with my receiver coach from high school. We got a couple of days of work in, and then when I got back, it was mainly just getting in the playbook, things like that. But transitioning from basketball to football for me is kind of always easier than like vice versa for sure.
Liam?
Coming in as a freshman and early enrollee, and Coach Norvell, we just talked to him, he said you and Devin are both probably going to play this season. When you hear that, especially after the transition you made, I mean, how much confidence does it give you that when you're out there, maybe to go push a little bit harder, you feel like you can do something that, sets you up for that?
I mean, it's a good feeling, hearing that from the head coach, but, you always got to stay level-headed, keep your head down, keep working no matter, what happens, and, just take advantage of the opportunities you get. So that's what I came here to do, and I'm just keep my head down, keep working.
Aslan?
Who are some of the DBs that are good work for you, that are some fun matchups?
All those guys, at the collegiate level, everybody's good. Everyone's there for a reason. So every rep I get is work. So there's no plays off that I get. And like I said, playing at college, that's how it is. So all those guys have been doing great. But yeah. So
Liam?
A guy like Deuce, how important is he not just to the room, but as a leader, as a guy you can look to when you're in that wide receiver room?
He's everything you look for a senior role model. He goes out there, leads by example. He knows the playbook in and out. He's very vocal in the receiver room, on the field, things like that. So just being able to look up to him, who's been there, done it. Even off the field, he's a great person as well. So you could go up to him, talk to him. Great friend, great teammate, great person overall. So.
Peter?
Jay, you mentioned that this was an easy transition for you from basketball to football. But is there like a challenging part? What was the most thing that you had to adapt first thing when you got in the spring?
Great question. I would say the playbook for sure though. It's, obviously it's a little tricky in football. There's certain things that you have to do for certain plays as far as, alignment, knowing your route based on, field boundary, things like that. So, just getting in the playbook and picking up on that was I would say the hardest thing for me.
Chris?
Punt returning something you want to do this year?
It's something I've been doing, since high school. And, wherever coach needs me, I'll go out there and, play for them. So.
Bob?
You got to run routes on pro day with Tommy. What was that experience like? How did that opportunity come about too?
It was, I know, Tommy hit me up and he was asking for a couple receivers. I think they even texted like in the receiver group chat, just looking for guys to go out there and catch the ball. And I wasn't in contact yet. That was my first week out there, so I was kind of like on some fresh legs. And I looked at it as an opportunity, and I just went out there. We got a day of work, just Tommy and a couple other guys to go catch the ball, and then pro day came on Friday, and I went out there and caught the ball for him, ran a couple routes. So.
Aslan?
When it comes to returning punts, like in high school, did you volunteer? Did the coach come to you and ask you? Like, how did that